Welcome back to Cryptos Are Us. I am George. We're all George. So today we have a big buy signal for Bitcoin. One of the biggest ever. So let's talk about what's going to happen in Bitcoin because of this buy signal. And what's the latest with ETFs? Also, let's talk about Solana. 50x in 2024. Is it possible? Let's talk about it. Let's do this. Welcome, guys. Look at Bitcoin right now, 46.7, 46.8. Man, unfortunately, we had this scam wick dump that liquidated a lot of longs. Ooh, I got wrecked with this one. But Bitcoin is back to where it was yesterday, looking like it wants to break $47,000 and head higher. Everyone's waiting. Is today the day for ETF approval, or is it tomorrow? All signs are pointing to tomorrow, but who knows? Maybe we're going to get a surprise yes from Gary today. Now, the latest with the ETF approvals. BlackRock, Van Eyck, both handed in amended S1s. I thought they already gave their final one on Monday, but it looks like there are still some comments. So Gary is still telling these guys, we need you guys to make some changes. So that has been done. Okay. We also have Pantera Capital, one of the biggest VCs, especially in the crypto space. They said they're about to put 200 million. Okay. And they're just one of many. So bottom line is, as soon as we get approval, we're going to get hundreds of millions to billions come in right off the bat. Okay, this is going to be enormously huge. But yeah, when is it going to come? Well, everyone is now expecting. BlackRock yesterday said it's probably going to be Wednesday. Valkyrie today says it's probably Wednesday because Wednesday's the deadline. It's January 10th. You know, Gary's not going to give us what we want early. I don't think so. He's going to make us wait until the very last day. So bottom line is we could get approval officially tomorrow, and then trading could start as soon as Friday. That's what people are saying. That's what everyone's saying, in fact. So we could definitely see that as early as this Friday. Even the previous SEC chair, Jay Clayton, I remember Jay Clayton, he was the one tasked to decide whether or not Bitcoin ETF should be allowed first time around back in 2017 when it was way too early. Now, I mean, in hindsight, at the time, I was like, okay, yay, we're going to get SPY ETFs, right? But no, they denied SPY ETFs. They approved futures-based ETFs. But yeah, even he said, you know, there's nothing left to decide. He's been in Gary's position before. There's just nothing left. Right? So it's going to happen. So it's just a matter of Gary deciding, well, should I do it today or should I do it tomorrow? Right? He's under a lot of pressure to make this happen, especially if he wants another job after leaving the SEC or being forced out. So it's going to happen. It's just, hey, it's going to be today or tomorrow, and then trading commences on Friday. It's as simple as that. And of course, while we wait, I know you guys are feeling the greed just like I am. I mean, everyone is just waiting. I mean, Bitcoin is doing well. The entire market is doing well. Alts are still a little bit down versus where they were like just a week ago. But overall, everything is up. And we are in the extreme greed mode. Okay, we've been in extreme greed for quite some time. Since last month, last week, yesterday, you know, today, right? Of course, it's okay to be greedy. It's okay to be greedy. Sometimes you gotta take the wins, I guess, right? I mean, if you held out for years, you've been DCing for years, it's okay to fear less fearful. And it's okay to feel greedy. Because you deserve it. You've earned it. You've earned it, right? So I mean, it's no surprise. But what is this massive buy signal, right? I think you guys are, I think a lot of you guys know what I'm talking about, or maybe you don't. The massive buy signal is none other than Jim Cramer. So let me play this for you guys, and then you guys decide.
Comparison to another stock. We got Riot Platforms and Marathon Digital.
What are we doing with these? You know, let's stop fooling around. If you want Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin's topping out, by the way. So I'm going to say enough is enough, and ka-ching is ka-ching. And that, ladies and gentlemen,
comparison to another stock. We got Riot Platforms and Marathon Digital.
What are we doing with these? You know, let's stop fooling around. If you want Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin's topping out, by the way. So I'm going to say enough is enough, and ka-ching is ka-ching. And that, ladies and gentlemen.
So, in case you missed it, sorry, I had to redo it. Jim Cramer said he believes Bitcoin has topped out. Is topped out. Right before spot ETF approvals and right before a halving event. So in this case, I 100% agree that this is a massive buy signal because inverse Cramer will be right. How could you declare that Bitcoin is topping out, especially the guy's not even asking about Bitcoin. The caller's asking about Marathon and these Bitcoin miners, right? But Jim Cramer's like, none of that. He doesn't want to answer that. He just wants to answer Bitcoin has topped out. Again, it just seems like Jim Cramer is purposely ignoring Bitcoin or doing any research. I'm sure he has a team at the street and at CNBC. He has hundreds of people that can write him a million things about Bitcoin and why it's going to go higher this year, right? Just like, I don't know. I guess just like me with ICP. You know, but still, I think it's an inverse signal, which means that's a massive buy signal. All right, but there's other buy signals. It's not just Jim Cramer. All jokes aside, even though inverse Cramer, when it comes to Bitcoin, always is 100% accurate. Besides that, we got a lot of other signals that show Bitcoin is going a lot higher. Okay, First of all, we got 94%. 94% of you guys holding Bitcoin are in profit. 94%. We're getting close to 100% of Bitcoiners being in a profit. That is huge. That is huge. And that's because most of you guys know Bitcoin's a long-term game. You have to invest and think about years, not just a few months, right? And if you keep holding and keep DCAing, it's a winning strategy. You just can't lose. You don't need to do anything other than hold on DCA, right? And I think more and more Bitcoiners know that. That's why more and more supply is being held and more supply is in profit like this. And, you know, with this kind of strategy, no one's going to be selling. Everyone's just going to keep on accumulating more and more and more and more and more and more. And now we got Wall Street. We got institutions that want to come in a big way. Okay? Like CME Futures right now, the volume is sky high. Sky high. In fact, all-time high. Right? All of this is going to be converted to spot ETF volume. That's the thing. Right now, a lot of these institutions and companies, they have no other choice but to invest in futures. But pretty soon, they're going to be buying Bitcoin ETFs, okay? But still, this shows you that now you got FOMO from the institutional side. But retail side, you know, we've been leading the way. That's why so many Bitcoiners are in the profit right now, right? Here's a major buy signal. Something that basically we haven't ever seen before. Well, maybe we did briefly in 2016, but like, you know, we're having that golden cross, right? We talked about it on a weekly scale. You just don't see it happen ever. But yeah, we had it once in 2016. This is the 21 EMA and the 50 SMA. I think there's another one that I just looked at, the 20 and the 50 I think they were EMAs. And we never, ever, ever had a golden cross before on the weekly scale. This is another one that's very similar. This goes back, though, all the way to 2016. So anyways, regardless, this is a major, major buy signal, just like in 2016. 2016, I remember I got into Bitcoin right at peak of 2013, okay? And I watched it go from 1,000 all the way down, and I got scared, and I got out. I was mining Litecoin at the time. And it went all the way down to $160. Think about buying Bitcoin, you know, in the 3-digit number, 160. And then look at what happened. It started climbing. And after it hit that golden cross, right around like the $400, $500 mark, it never stopped. And it kept going to 20,000. That is what it's looking like right now. Even after the 2017 dump and the 2020 dump, we never had a death cross and a golden cross, even during those times, right? But now we're seeing it. We haven't seen this for 8 freaking years. And if we go on the same kind of run that we did in 2016, imagine where Bitcoins go ahead, right? That's a huge, huge signal that doesn't come very often. Short term, if you're a TA guy, this also looks like a lot like a bull flag. And bull flags are very, 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 very bullish indeed, right? So, I mean, we got a lot of buy signals, okay? We got some charts. We got some fundamentals. We got Jim Cramer, inverse Cramer, all of these things and more. And plus, of course, we have the ETF approvals right around the corner. These are all very, very bullish things. We just have to wait. It's just a matter of days or hours or days. We're going to get it, and everything else is just go be carried up with it, right? So, all right. So that's Bitcoin. And, of course, we're going to keep tracking Bitcoin until we get approval. But there's nothing else to say. It's just doing really, really well. All right, something else I want to talk about Solana today. We haven't talked about Solana for a while. It got a little weaker. It took a breather. But now it's starting to come back up. Today up 5% above 100. And, you know, the fundamentals of Solana is just like Bitcoin, getting stronger and stronger and stronger every single day. Okay, now we got 2,500 monthly active developers. That's awesome. Okay. You also have transactional volume hitting basically all-time high. And it's already higher than Ethereum because Ethereum can't process any more volume. Ethereum can. I mean, Solana can. And it keeps on going. And there are many that feel like Solana could do a 50x surge in 2024. 2024, 50x. I don't even believe that, okay? I think 50x is way too much for just 2024. But can a 10x happen? Certainly. Can I see Solana go from 100 to 1,000 by the end of 2024? That's certainly possible. If Bitcoin continues to go upwards, everything's going to be carried. Solana is only going to get stronger. Can they do a 10x? Yes. But this person thinks a 50x is possible. But I just don't see that. But if it happens and I'm wrong, I'm not going to complain because it's a 50x, right? But why is it going higher? Well, because of the things I've said. Transaction keeps going up, right? For all things. For DEX volume, for NFT volume, for meme volume, anything that you can measure. You got the memes coming back full force now. Bonk went up like 30 or 40% yesterday. And not only that, they have another one, Wolf or Whiff, Dog with Hat went up on a epic, crazy run before. And I think it's pumping up it again. And the newest one, that a lot of people are talking about, Myro, also started soaring 75%, right? So you got a lot of memes leading the way, and all the major memes that are gaining strength are on Solana right now. But besides just memes, right? DEX volume, TVL, if you look at their TVL, is skyrocketing. A lot of projects on Solana that have done Airdrops like Jitto has done well. You got another one, Jupiter, coming out, right? And NFT volume are also skyrocketing. So basically the entire ecosystem is just doing good. Very, very good. And I think Solana's going to have a huge year in 2024. I've said that before, but I'm going to say it again. Good buying opportunity right now while it's still low. Before this 50x or 10x or whatever it may be in 2024. All right. That's about it, guys. Let's see. Today, overall, man, I don't think it's a 7% gain. Okay, that was from yesterday. Today, still up 2%. We got little red, but mostly still green. The only reason we would have red is because yesterday was so bullish and everything was so high, right? But that can change. We could see all of these turn green again if Bitcoin starts popping above 47,000 towards 48, towards 50,000. Let's see if that approval comes in today. All right, let's do some Q&A. All right, let me scroll up here. Let me see if I missed anything. Skipping Stone says, Jim Cramer is a pawn. Crypto Passion, don't you think ETF excitement is already priced in? Here's what I have to say about that. You know, getting an ETF approved may seem like it's priced in. But what's not priced in is how much money will be flowing into these ETFs. We can't predict that. I think if you're going to price it in, you would figure, okay, you know, Bitcoin's going to pump 10% because of it, right? That's it. But here's the thing. We don't know if Bitcoin's going to pump 10% or 15 or 20 or 50%, right? We just don't know how much money is going to be flowing in. That's why I think it's not priced in. Now, if you're asking that because you think there may be a little profit taking afterwards, maybe Bitcoin comes down a little bit afterwards, that could certainly happen. But right after that, it's going to be bought and it's going to continue higher, right? That's why I don't think the ETF is priced in. Can there be a little profit taking? That's certainly possible. But overall, man, the amount of money that's coming in, you could just see it. You could just see it. It's going to be phenomenal. Star Child says we got our strap-ons ready. What's bullish if it done 170% year to date? You're talking about Solana? Yeah, that's bullish. Injective is even more bullish, and Celestia is bullish. I mean, a lot of things are bullish. I think Solana, realistically, 10x is a pretty good number. If it doesn't hit 10x, it's fine. I'm fine with it. If Solana does like 2x, 5x, you know, I'd be perfectly fine with it. But I think 10x is certainly reasonable. But it's not just Solana. Everything in the top 100 literally should be doing a 10x, if not more. I mean, everything in the top 100. And things below 50 to 100 could be doing 15x this year. There's a lot of great projects there. There's a lot of great projects. Akash Network, another one in Cosmos, is now starting to pump. You know, one after another, all the chains in Cosmos is pumping like crazy. What's up with Dogecoin? It's just not moving. That's what's up. That's what's up. Can you look at Decimated, a project on Solana? 22 million. What a name. Persistent online world built in Unreal Engine. So it's a game. See, I don't, okay, coming soon. I don't get fooled by like fancy trailers like this, because I've seen so many games have fancy trailers and then they never come out. So I need to learn more about when to go release their game and so forth before I get excited about it. Because there's too many games that try to fool people into thinking that they're done and, you know, they go in development for like 4 years. Sold 10x, what would Bitcoin be by then? I think Bitcoin could be at 100,000 by the end of the year. I think 100,000 is realistic for Bitcoin at 100 at the end of the year. And if it does that, yeah, I think a lot of others will do 10x. Will you be considered a whale after this bull run? I don't know, Danny boy. I don't know what's considered a whale. What number would be? I don't know. I think yeah. I think after 2025, if things go as well as they should, if things go as well as I think it's gonna go, then I may be set for retirement for good. Thoughts on WeMix? Why has been rising? It's like an Asian play. It's like big in Asia, and I don't quite get it. It's like a social platform for like with anime and all this stuff. Last time I checked, I don't quite get it. Why is troll meme on ETH pumping? What a meme pumps, don't ask why it pumps. Because there's no reason, it just does. They have a group of people that are buying it, right? That's it. So if a meme is pumping, no reason to ask why it's pumping, because it's never anything significant. It's just because they're pumping. That's it. That's the only thing. Alex Lab just got listed on crypto.com. Awesome. Alex Lab is another project building the DEX, building on top of Bitcoin. Looks very interesting. Look at Doji. First DRC20 on Dogecoin. No, there's no need to look at Doge, because Doge has lost all momentum. Yeah, and another, if you have like inscriptions on top of Doge, I just don't see him doing well. Drew Beefy, if you want to reach me, you can always email me. George@cryptosaurus.com. Alexander, what's your prediction opinion on stacks? I'm very bullish on stacks. I keep talking about stacks. In fact, just yesterday I talked about stacks. I think yesterday or the day before. I mean, stacks is going to be phenomenal as Bitcoin gets stronger. That's why I've been covering more Bitcoin related stuff. Yesterday I covered multi-bit and mint layer. They're smaller projects, but look at what stacks have done within the last 7 days, last 30 days, last year, 750%. Because if Bitcoin gets stronger, you got to figure the development base is going to get stronger, and more people want to buy things that are helping Bitcoin grow. So stacks, I think they're going to be very strong in 2024. Nickel Dem, can't even pronounce that name, but thank you for that. Peter posted asking, "Are you still bullish on Insane Clown Posse?" No, I don't like their music. Gala's all-time market cap was 5.4 billion. To go back to a 6.5x from current market cap, which would put them at 20 cents. Do you think it can go back? Yeah, it can go back. It can. Anything's possible in a bull market. Even with horrible token economics, with horrible leadership, with horrible development, you could have a project that does absolutely nothing, and they could still pump to the moon in a bull market. Okay, that's the reality. But of course, we don't want to just gamble and just throw darts and see what sticks, right? We want to actually do a little research into them and see if they have potential, because the ones that do, that are great, phenomenal projects, they tend to move more in bull markets and during the times where it's not bull, right? So bullish. But the reality is, you know, in the second half of 2025, literally everything's going to pump. But, you know, from now to then, that's still like a year and a half, right? That's where the phenomenal project, the good projects will rise up. And then all the bad projects will rise up. That's how it goes every single cycle. Sid Michael, appreciate that. Can Say be big? Yeah. Say is another one within Cosmos that has climbed the charts really fast. Really fast. In the last month, they're up 160%. I'm telling you, I can't explain it. It could be because there's, if I had to guess, I'm trying to guess why one after another, all these Cosmos chains are starting to get higher and higher and higher, one after another. If I had to guess, there's this one, I think, incubator slash launchpad slash kind of investment firm that tends to invest in Cosmos related projects. And I'm guessing they're putting a lot of money into these. That's why they're all climbing one after another after another. I mean, they're all good projects. They're all promising projects. But it just seems like it's a strange coincidence. Like, you have Injective going up massively out of nowhere in 2023. Then you had Celestia pump up massively out of nowhere in 2023. And then you had Say do the same thing. Now we're kind of seeing with Akash and Osmosis too. I mean, they're all within Cosmos. And it could be a coincidence because they just happen to be L1s that people like. But I think there's something more to it that I just don't know. I can't quite connect the dots. T-Long, I saw Turbo already. It's an old meme. It's an AI generated meme by ChatGPT, and it's based on that snail or something. Yeah, it really has nothing to do with cars, and I don't like it at all. To be perfectly honest, yesterday I FOMO'd into Myro. I think Myro could do well. It's still under 100 million market cap. And Solana, I think if it's going to continue to be strong, all the memes are going to be strong. And we're going to have another $1 billion market cap meme outside of Bonk. It could be Myro. It could be something completely different. But that's the next one I'm holding. Greeting from Peru. I did not buy BTC yet. May I buy today or better? You just don't know. That's the $1 million question. Should you buy now or later? If you buy later, you may be buying at a higher price. Did you see Joe Rogan discover cock and he was laughing about it in his podcast? Did he watch a clip from me? Because that would be hilarious. If Joe Rogan discovered cock in you because of me, my life is complete. Actually, I would love to have a conversation with him someday about everything. I may run into him because of Karate Combat and UFC. Maybe I'll run into him someday. Going back to the $1 million question, you just don't know. Okay, if you wait, Bitcoin could skyrocket and you're buying at a higher price. If you don't, it could dump. I mean, there's a million scenarios. Just put a little money in if you're going to go in and then wait. If it dumps, then you can put more money in. If it doesn't, you can just wait for the next dip. Just set a schedule for yourself. I think that's the best way to do it. Lazaro said Kryptonite got listed. I like Kryptonite. They're part of Say's ecosystem. Prakar, new member, welcome. Do I use bots? Do you think coins like ST bot will have a place in crypto world? You mean trading bots? They have been around forever. They don't work very well during crypto winter. They work really well during bull markets, but then again, everything does well in bull markets. You could throw on some 15x leverage and make a ton of money, like I've been doing, right? So I don't really like bots, unless you're some other bots that you're talking about. Polygon should launch meme. You know what? There's a couple things happening in Polygon. I mean, Gone is a meme on Polygon, and I know someone else reached out saying that they're going to try to launch a meme on Polygon. I just don't think it's the right place for it. You have to launch memes on chains that are hot. And Polygon, I hate to say it, is not that hot. If you were going to launch something, like honestly, you would launch it on Injective or Solana. You could even launch it on ICP. You need to launch it on something that's hot, like really hot. Then it'll do well. If you just launch, I mean, I see people ask me about, oh, what do you think about a meme on whatever? I don't know, Hedera or on Sui or whatever. They're not going to pump. You have to launch them on chains that are very hot. Otherwise, it's not going to go anywhere. Stacks to 100 in 2024. No. That's a 50x in 2024. No, I don't think that's possible. Robert says memes can't be predicted. Memes are like playing the lottery. That's true. That's true. That's why I said yesterday or today, like whenever people ask me, why did a meme pump? Don't ask me that. There's no reason. I can't say anything why it pumped other than, okay, maybe it has an exchange listing. But there's no fundamentals behind it. Gary just tweeted. Did he tweet something good or bad? If you're considering an investment involving crypto assets, be cautious. This is the same thing he tweeted yesterday. Crypto asset securities may be marketed as new opportunities, but there are serious risks involved. So again, he's trying to throw shade, just like yesterday's thread. Basically, he's trying to throw shade at all crypto projects that haven't been looked at by the SEC. That's basically what he's saying. And why did he say those things? Basically, he wants to drive people to the ETF that is going to launch soon. And again, he did the same thing. He's just he's trying to spread FUD that everything is a security and there's a risk for everything. But this is a major, I would say this is a major confirmation that ETFs are just around the corner. That's why he's spreading so much FUD about everything else. That means ETF is coming today or tomorrow. Marcos, I don't like WorldCoin. What do you think about Joshua saying ETF is a massive buy the rumor, sell the news event? A lot of people think that. A lot of contrarians say that because it makes sense that we have such a big event that we've been looking forward to and it could sell off. Profit taking is normal. Can we sell off after ETFs? Sure. But it's not going to be major. And we will recover quickly. Because again, you can't predict how much money will be flowing in. It's not like an upgrade. Okay? You know, Bitcoin had upgrades before. SegWit and Taproot. And it's not, and the same thing with all these V2, V3s, right? Or Ethereum having its big upgrade to proof of stake. Upgrades are upgrades. It's a big event, and we tend to see buy the rumor, sell the news leading up to these upgrades or some partnership or something. But this is coming out with an instrument that allows institutions to throw in billions into the space. This is different. You can't predict how much money is going to be flowing in a month afterwards, 6 months afterwards, a year afterwards, or 5 years afterwards. So can there be profit taking? Sure. But short-lived, short-term, and we will definitely continue higher afterwards. What are your thoughts on Pith Network? I like Pith. I have nothing against Pith. I think Pith is you know, alternative to Chainlink. It's a decentralized oracle, supposed to be a little bit faster, a little bit, and it has a lot of connections to some major brands already, so it could do well in this coming market. Jesus will save your portfolio, according to Rock Lobster. I had Jesus coin, and then I sold it. I had enough of that. He says, wife changing money. Wife changing money, guys. Keep your wife. Bad women will make you broke faster than it's leverage. I wouldn't know, so you know. But sounds like you have some experience in that department. Thoughts on the 2024 Tacoma? It looks good, but it's still very small. I don't know why all mid-sized trucks are so small. Honeyland, a project on Solana. What is Honeyland? It's a game. Build your swarm, harvest sweet rewards. It doesn't look bad. It actually looks pretty fun if you have time to play it. If it's also live too. This would be great as a, you know, like a mobile game, right? Like this is what you want to play on your phone. And maybe it is what you play on your phone. Yeah. And they have a token. I'll say that's not bad. As a game that's already out, it's on Solana, low market cap, doesn't look bad. You guys should download it and let me know how it is. 40 million market cap. A lot of new games are around there, like 30 to 40 million. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. Honeyland. I want to do more research into it. All right, guys, I'll conclude. Overall, today we're still waiting. We're waiting and waiting and going to wait some more because we don't have to wait that long. ETF is coming today or tomorrow, and we got massive amount of money that will be flowing in. Okay, so it's just a matter of time. Plus, we got some major buy signals from Jim Cramer, or Inverse Cramer, I should say, and the holders and institutions and charts. So it's looking good. And also, don't ignore Solana. Solana is getting stronger by the minute. It's memes, it's NFTs, it's DEX volume, it's DApps. So just looked at in games are all getting stronger. So that's it. Smash it a like, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out. 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time tonight. And we'll see where the market is then. All right. Have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.